Men of Reddit, what's the biggest I'm a princess red flag? Over the winter I worked with a girl who would say to everyone girls hate me because I'm cute and steal their boyfriend. I tried to avoid her after that. Girls hate you because you're a bee. When her mother says, boys just flock around her like bees around honey, she agrees with a big smile. Respect for her autistic brother responding with, you mean like flies around crap? My wife's maiden name was King. She maintains she is a princess by definition. Can't argue with her logic. I was dating this girl that absolutely loved KFC's fried chicken. While she was in the shower one time, I decided to run to KFC and surprise her with a quick little meal. I did not get mashed potatoes. Never really cared for their take on mashed taters. She threw me out upon finding out there were no mashed potatoes. Threw any out. Talks about how much she hates the $200 marble iPhone case her mom bought her. Constantly calls her brand new MacBook Pro a pose just because she doesn't know how to use it, then proceeds to throw it around and drop it all the time. Breaks the $200 marble iPhone case. Excited when mom buys her a new one. Yeah, I didn't stick around. Refusing to do something on the grounds that she's too good for it. Not taking out the garbage, cleaning a bathtub, whatever. Nobody's too good to be humble and helpful. Anyone who thinks they are is an butthole. A girl that was in my friend's group got really angry when I talked about potentially moving houses and I said that I would ask everyone including her for some help. Pizzas and beer guaranteed. OFC. She ain't batshit crazy about how girls do not do these kind of things and it's rude to even think about asking her. The other girls were livid. Referring to herself as a princess, or, I can really be a diva, but, cutesy smirk, gotta love me number, no I do not. After going out a few times, woman, man, I've gone so overboard spending lately, hey, can you take care of my credit card debt for me? Me, silent, looking at her oddly trying to decide if this is a bad joke, woman, I mean, you could be a sugar daddy, couldn't you? Me, number, I'm not that old yet nor wealthy, and I wouldn't be even if I were. Woman, you don't want to be my sugar daddy? That was the end of that relationship. I could maybe be your aspartame daddy, that's about it. One of my best friends had a girlfriend once say she likes to have nicer things than other people, but doesn't want to work so he needs to have a good job. Same girl also said she should come before family and God. I'm not religious but that's still pretty nuts for people who are, which they were. Throwing a tantrum and being pissed at your boyfriend for not proposing in the right way. Knew a girl who did this exact thing. We have a tradition at our university where you propose under this huge tree on campus. Only some people do it, not everyone. She literally threw a tantrum even though he planned a sweet proposal that would have pleased any other girl just because he didn't do it under the freaking tree. If you get to the point where you're proposing, you probably missed all the red flags. Usually having princess written across the rear of their pink sweatpants is a dead giveaway. In the 90s it was a big trend to have princess written down one leg of the track pants. I made myself a pair in black with crack whore written down the side in red letters in the princess font. I'm starting to remember why my parents considered me to be such a huge disappointment. Any girl who blames their attitude actions on their zodiac sign. IDC if you're a Taurus Lexi, you're being a freaking bee. That's so Gemini of you. Ugh. Typical. Punishing you, silent treatment, etc. in public, especially in front of friends. Yup. Also, scolding you or embarrassing you in front of her or your friends. Bet you can't handle me. B. Dating you shouldn't be a challenge. Frick out of here with that crap. Bet you can't handle me. I bet you can't handle yourself. I once dated a girl who had a dad that bought her everything. He made a lot of money and was really great at saving it. His life's mission was to use that money to buy his daughter's love. She was 22 and had her car paid for in full. Insurance, phone bill, rent-free living, yada yada. For her birthday every year she would get $1,000 in cash. I on the other hand was 23 at the time and paid for everything I owned. I had a crappier car than her because I paid for it myself. She would remind me often of how much better her car was. I paid for all my other expenses and bills. Then this insane thing happens. She gets a job at the bank I have all my acts at. She freaking looks up my bank account to see how much money I have. She tells me this and criticizes that I only have $XXXX empty in the bank when she has $XXXX I'm the bank and is so much better than me at saving money. I never once in our whole relationship brought up the money issue or how she didn't really work for what she had. This time though, I lost my freaking mind. I mentioned everything she had that she didn't pay for and explained that if it wasn't for daddy she would be a boulder 20k in debt. This blow up fight was the biggest I've had in any relationship. Our relationship ended there. I learned a valuable lesson here. Always date someone who has similar work ethic and financial goals as yourself. I realized that I always resented her and can admit I was jealous of her getting handed money. That's not right, nor is it healthy. I'm happily married to a very hard-working woman who will help me raise a hard-working child. I'm high maintenance, enjoy the finer things in life. Here's the thing. What you said is totally cool, as long as she can pay for it herself. My mother has shoes that cost over $1,000, but she earned that money and can spend it how she likes. She says she's not high maintenance, but well maintained. Don't worry, they'll tell you they're a princess. Seriously had a coworker tell me, I don't know how you can wear clothes from Target. I only shop at Nordstrom. She was the definition of a princess. Freshman year of college, during some gym elective, I had this girl ask me where I got my shorts. I said Target. She then starts laughing about it to her friends right by me. It must be great to have nothing better to do than worry where a stranger gets their clothing from. As a female, I'm just going to throw this out there. Tweetitas tattoo and Orting Kerbal car mats. Run. The minions of the 90s. XGF used to say she absolutely hated drama and wanted nothing to do with it when something happened at work, but drama seemed to follow her around everywhere. I quickly gathered that she was the cause and jumped the frick out of there. Stepson had a girlfriend who was mad because he didn't buy her a 1-week anniversary gift. She didn't get him anything. Run, dude, run. That is just looking for an excuse to be mad. Let me call my daddy. My daddy will fix my car. My daddy paid my speeding ticket, etc. Was seeing a girl for a few months and I gave her something on Valentine's Day that read "Be my Valentine" or some other variation. She responded with "That's sweet, but my daddy will always be my Valentine." She was in her second semester of law school and in her mid-20s, so that whole "my daddy is the best man in the world" thing was off-putting. She ended up being high maintenance and unpredictable. Bad combination. Way more focused on self than others, with a general disconnect to reality or what's going on in the immediate area around them. Always late herself, while constantly being impatient with others not working on her time frame. When they have a college degree and think Africa is a single country. I have expensive taste. Nah, you have no taste. You only know what numbers are. There's no taste and there's legitimate expensive taste. People with legitimate expensive taste won't push it on you, and will be able to say what they want and why they want it long before seeing the price. I declined to send a selfie, and got a B fit, on the first day of our texting, as I skipped work to feverishly sleep through the flu. Honestly, I don't know if I can trust you. If you won't do such a simple thing, what if you abandon me in my hour of need, in the airport or hospital? I can only groan so hard. Always classy, never trashy, and a little bit sassy. My friend's sister calls herself Princess. First of all, she's really picky about food and never eat anything gross like chicken legs or wings. She once shed a freaking forced tear when she learned that the thing she was eating is chicken legs at the middle of buffet. We were in restaurant with my friend and she tags along. So when we asked her order, she just said that we should know her favorite foods since we have known her for so long. Not really. I just ordered her some burger meal and she threw a tantrum since she doesn't eat ketchup, and I should have known this. Why the frick? We were in Burger King. She ended up clearing her whole meal straight to the floor and ordered salad. When she talks, she requires her boyfriend to pay her full attention. Looking away is not an option or he would disrespect her. Goes for coffee with someone. We should go see a movie. Sure thing. You're paying, right? I don't have any money, so I did. We walk past the snack bar and she goes and cks up. Slightly confused, I stand in line with her. She orders what she wants and then looks at me. I chuckle, place my ticket on the counter and walk off and out the cinema. Had a girl recently say this: I'm a super nice and loyal girl. Unless you pee me off, then I become a psycho B. I think that one is a pretty big red flag. This reminds me of some very good relationship advice. If someone tells you something about themselves, believe them. The pointy hat with the veil thing on top. Princess, not clan member. I hate drama. Daddy pays my cell phone bill. What's a car payment? You're paying for dinner, right? I get my nails done every week. My last BF drove a really expensive car here. If you can't handle me at, did I mention I hate drama? Anything regarding high maintenance. That's why I only have guy friends. I'm not like the rest, I hate drama. Birds landing on their fingers as they sing. Every time asks you a question and mid-answer starts talking over you. A decent red flag emo. I don't like cheap crap is always a dead giveaway. Also, mothers, and sometimes fathers depending on things. If your girl is BFFs with her mom, she'll end up like her in 20 years. It's like a freaking time capsule sometimes. My bro's wife is like this. The worst sign is when she's BFFs with her crazy witch mother, but only when they're apart. If they can't stand each other and argue all the time when they are together, but talk on the phone constantly when they're apart, run mother. The B is crazy. You can take it, your guy. My best friend's ex would literally shove him around without even warning him to vent her unrelated bad mood. Would be annoyed with his protests because she was significantly smaller than him and men can take it. Didn't change the fact that shoving someone into a wall or a chair literally just because you feel like it is as straightforward abusive as you can get. The entitlement of it all. Lack of awareness of the plight of the proletariat and the subjugation to archaic feudal hierarchies. Come see the violence inherent in the system. Zero interest in me until she learns what I do. When you hear all about her baby daddy, her pain doctor, and her therapist within 10 minutes of meeting her. I'm a woman, but I've noticed women who are obsessed with Marilyn Monroe usually are terrible in a variety of ways. Girls are too much drama. That's why I only have guy friends. You have been visited by Moneybird. Upvote in 5,861 seconds and you will get rich. Thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.